Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Second Class Lodc.
My name is Second Class Farley.
My name is Second Class Kamola. Today we'd like to talk to you about our change project in the Lodc that we're currently taking with Captain Lopes.
The goal of our project is to find a way to make PECs more applicable to junior officers in the fleet.
We're going to interview some of our shipmates, and here are some of their opinions about PECs.
I think that PECs goes too in-depth on some subjects, and I'm not really sure how it pertains to us and what we're going to do when we graduate.
So my general opinion of PECs is that it's really hard, and that a lot of it is stuff that only electrical engineers should need to know, and that it's kind of irrelevant to a lot of things. Like, granted, you might need it if you're working on a computer, but that's probably it.
My general opinion of PECs as a first year management major currently enrolled in the class is that a lot of the information that's in it I feel is not applicable to my major. However, I do see the value of some of the basic concepts that are in the class. But again, like I said, at this point in my cadet career for first year, if I was to graduate with a BS in business management, the class seems a little unneeded.
I think that what we're covering now with radar will be important to us as junior officers, and that's actually something that I've been paying attention to because I'm like, well, I might actually need this one day. The stuff we could do without, a lot of the stuff we did early with networks and IP addresses and MAC addresses, I feel like I'm never going to need that again.
Probably anything considered like along the lines of sending and receiving through radars, because that might be important when you're underway, but that's really the only information that I feel like you would need to know offhand.
I would say, again, the information I found was helpful is the info that we're learning right now, which is about radio and VHF, HF communications, just because that is directly applicable to being in the fleet, as you use those every day with communicating with other vessels and back to land. So I would say definitely that's some good knowledge to know, just the basic concepts and understanding how it works, and also just the basic how the internet works. I think this is kind of just knowledge that everyone should know. However, information such as the DNS server, stuff like antennas, satellites, really not that needed. Or the binary code, not really reading binary just seems a little forced. It kind of feels like they're trying to fit a whole semester of info, so it's not needed.
In order to make it more applicable for junior officers in the fleet, I think that the course should maybe be condensed and only focus on the stuff that's applicable to us, like radar and GPS, and cover that in more detail, and leave the more communications networks stuff for another class.
We could make it more of a lab class instead of an exam class.
I think as far as PECs goes, what can be changed about it is maybe making it a 2-credit class or a 1-credit class, making it once a week. It's kind of dumbing down even further the basic concepts and having it just be stuff that will be more directly applicable as a junior officer, such as I guess the radio stuff.
As you can see from the responses we got from the cadets who we interviewed, there needs to be changes made to the PECs curriculum.
At first, the 3 of us just wanted to remove PECs from the curriculum, but then decided we should make this more inclusive decision, so we incorporated our shipmates' opinions.
In order to make PECs more applicable to junior officers in the fleet, we have decided that it would be better for us to spend less time on topics delving into the science and physics behind how communications work, and spend more time on directly applicable Coast Guard methods such as UHF and VHF radio and radar.
Thank you very much. This concludes our video.